Hello boys and girls. Today we are going to be talking about place value. We are going to be reviewing all of our whole numbers, our digits, and what those digits represent when they're written in numbers, depending on where their place value is. Place value determines the value of a digit based on its location. Let's review what digits are. We have 10 digits in our base 10 number system. They are as follows: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these are the numbers that we use to generate our numbers. We call those digits. So let's go ahead and take a look at what our whole number place values are. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a decimal at the end. If we have whole numbers, even though it might not be written, there's always a ghost decimal. There's always an invisible decimal there. If we do not have any decimal place values, which we'll be learning much more about in the next few weeks, then we generally don't put a decimal at all. I'm going to put it there though, so I know where my ones place value is, because I know my ones place value is closest to the decimal. So let's go ahead and label that. So we've got our ones place value is furthest to the right, right next to the decimal. Now as we move to the left, we're getting bigger, and we are entering into the tens place value. To the left of the tens is our hundreds place value. So if we look just at this number, we have 967. To the left of our hundreds, we have a comma. That comma is what we call the thousands period, because what it does is it splits our ones period between our thousands period, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. So as we move to the left of the comma, which is very important, we're entering into our thousands period. This is our thousands. To the left of our thousands is our 10,000s. And to the left of our 10,000s is our 100,000s. Oops, that's an S right there. As we continue working our way left, we're getting bigger and bigger. We're now entering into our millions period. So to the left of this second comma, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 place values away from our decimal, we have our millions. We're getting really, really big now. To the left of our millions is 10 millions. And to the left of our 10 millions is our 100 millions. You may be noticing a pattern that we have our period, our single period, which is our ones period, tens, hundreds. Then we move into our thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. As we move into our millions, we then go to 10 millions and 100 millions. This pattern will continue as you enter into each new period. So our next period that we're going to analyze, it doesn't end here, but we will, just for the sake of our notes today, end here, is our billions. To the left of that would be 10 billions, followed by 100 billions, followed by trillions. But again, we're just going to stop there for today. Oops, sorry. So if we take a look a little further down, let's go ahead and talk about those periods. So our periods are separated by commas. So above, we have, over here in blue, to the right, we have our ones period. So let's go ahead and label that up here. That's our ones period. As we move to the left, we enter into our thousands period. As we move to the left in black, we have our millions period. And as we move further left, we have our billions period. And sorry that this rectangle is a little small. Try and squeeze that in there. Our billions. And again, billions would extend out, and we'd have 10 billions and 100 billions as well. So let's go ahead and practice identifying some place values. I'm going to go ahead and throw a decimal at the end of each number, because again, that lets me know that to the left we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So that 7 is in our tens place value. If we look at the second one, again, I'm going to throw in a decimal. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Our thousands does fall right after that first comma. Throw in a decimal. Ones, tens, hundreds. I've entered into the thousands period. So we've got thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. Again, I'm going to throw in a decimal at the end. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. I'm now entering into the millions place value. That's after the second comma, millions. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And our last one here, ones, tens, hundreds.